Hi everyone, in this tutorial we are going to learn how to print a value to the console in Kotlin. So let's get started. Just open IntelliJ IDEA IDE and here let's create a new project. So here let's actually check this checkbox Kotlin JVM, and now it says using library Kotlin Java runtime. Okay, so just click on next. And for the project name, just type in here printing values. So here click on finish. So here let's open the printing values folder and let's create a file, a Kotlin file. So just right click on this src folder, new, and then click on Kotlin file or class. So let's specify a name for our Kotlin file, which is going to be printing values, right? Or let's change it to my class. And here it says kind file. If you want to, you can change it to class, interface, enum class object. So I'll talk more about these other options later. For now, let's create a file and then let's click on OK. Our file is created, myclass.kotlin. As you can see here, we have myclass.kt, okay, Kotlin. So this is our file. This is an empty file, right? So in order to use our file, which is going to be a main class, we need to create a starting point for our application. So what is that starting point? A starting point is actually a point that our application starts. So what is that starting point? That is actually a method. So I just need to type in here main. For now, don't worry what is this method or how methods are actually implemented in Kotlin. Just type in here main, and the autocomplete feature of IntelliJ IDEA is going to help you to choose this main function. So choose this one and then press an enter key on your keyboard. So now this main function is created. So now I want to actually show you how you can increase the font of the texts of your IDE. So here at the top menu, we have this IntelliJ IDEA. If I click on it, I can click on preferences. If you are using a Windows machine, you need to click on file and then click on settings, okay? Or you can actually search in the Google in order to find a specific way in order to access the settings that is related to your specific platform. For example, if you are using a Linux machine, you can actually Google it and find it. But most of the times, if you are using a Windows machine, you just need to click on File, Settings, and if you are using a Mac, IntelliJ IDEA Preferences. So here, now, I can actually, here, just click on Editor, open it, and now we have font. So here you can increase the font size, and then click on OK, or apply. And here we have actually another option that is called auto import, right? So here let's scroll down here, let's actually find that. Let's open the general here. Inside this editor we have this general, open it, and we have this auto import option. So here let's make sure to check this checkbox, show import pop-up, and make sure that these two checkboxes are actually checked, classes, static methods, and fields. And also make sure that this option here is also checked, add unambiguous imports on the fly. And here let's also check this checkbox, optimize imports on the fly for current project. So just click on OK. So now let me double click on this myclass.kt tab in order to make this area wider. Let's go inside this main function, our starting point. Now we can put our codes here. So just type in here print, and then put a pair of parentheses here, and put two quotes here, and just type in, this is my first Kotlin app. So you don't have to put a semicolon here at the end. And if you are actually coming from other programming languages, you may want to put a semicolon at the end. It doesn't really matter if you put it or not, but you don't have to put it if in Kotlin programming language. So just let's run the application. So in order to run the app, at the top menu, click on Run. And here we have this option, Run. Just click on it. And now this dialog is opened, and it says we need to actually select an option. Choose this one, My Class KT, because there is a starting point here inside this class. Choose this one. And now it's gonna run the application. So let's wait a little bit here. So now that the app is actually running, here in the console it says this is my first Kotlin app. Take a look at this one here. So now our value is printed to the console. We can also output an integer value to the console. So just type in here print and put a pair of parentheses here. So here just put 20, right? And let's click on run and then click on run my class. So let's wait a little bit here. And now you can see that it says this is my first Kotlin app. And here we have number 20 outputted to the console. If you want to create a new line instead of print, I can use println. So that it's gonna actually create a new line after printing this value to the console. So let's run the application. At the top menu, click on run my class KT. And now the value 20 is going to be below this value. Why? Because first it's going to output this value to the console, and then it's gonna create a new line, and then the value 20 is going to be outputted to the console. So because here I am actually using the print statement instead of println, a new line is not going to be created. So again, if I want to output another value to the console, so if I actually use print, I can, for example, say 30. Now, if I run the app, you can see that the value 30 is going to be just beside this number 20, right? Or I can actually just print another value, so 40. And if I run the app again, now you can see that the value 40 is going to be just beside this value 30. But if I use println for this number 30 here, now if I run the app, the value 40 is going to be below this number 2030. So that's enough for this tutorial. If you have any questions, please post a discussion in the course, and then I'll do my best to answer all of your questions. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.